Hello, adventurer, and welcome to our Heroes of Theros actual playthrough. As always, it is a safe for work, story-driven D&D campaign. If you're a first-time viewer, we recommend starting your quest on episode 1. Otherwise, stick around and be transported to the mythic world of Theros. Last time, our heroes began to explore the seemingly vacant expanse of this new section of the underworld. Eventually, they found large fields of wheat being harvested by masses of people in perfect routine. As the party followed these workers, they found a large city with more workers cultivating wheat on the outskirts. As our heroes continued to explore this confusing place, they discovered that it was made of souls performing endless tasks that have no conclusive outcome. In this machine of emotionless participation, Vasilis saw his late sister Sophia. He tried to reconnect with her, but found her distant and aloof. Vasilis apologized and said his goodbyes before moving on. As our heroes continued, they discovered the wall was destroyed. And after investigating the potential cause, they found yet another group of mindless workers tearing down and rebuilding this section of the wall. In that group, Alandros also saw a familiar face from his past, that of his father. And that is where we left off.
Yep, that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catch you guys up to speed? I know it's been a minute.
Oh. So Alandros would kind of be a little bit in shock with this, and then kind of walk closer to him and, Father, is that you?
And you see he's carrying like this bag of rubble on his back, walking towards the city. He had just crushed a piece of this wall. And where are you saying this to him? Like, are you standing in front of him? Are you trying to catch him from behind?
I kind of pictured it that I saw him from a little far in front of me, and so I kind of would walk up on back behind him, and as I'm seeing that it's really him, I'd kind of be like, coming around to see his face, and so kind of coming up from behind, but with intent to talk with him face to face.
You see he sort of acknowledges you. He just kind of like nods in agreement, and you sort of kind of hear this like, oh, yes. And you get the idea that he is more of just reacting to the noise of being talked at, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he just kind of continues to march in line with the several individuals in front of him carrying their large bags of stone as well.
And you would see my eyes are starting to tear up a little bit. Vasilis, what did you do to break your sister out?
Alandros. I don't think there's any breaking them out.
But you spoke with her, didn't you?
Spoke to her. It's sorry. Um, I don't know how much there is there anymore.
Well, I need to try. Just let me try. And I will run up to him. I don't know how far away he's gotten.
He's walked several paces away, but not like you can find him. It's not like he's vanished into the crowd, you know.
Okay.
He's just continued on. Probably like, yeah, 20 yards or something like that.
Okay, so I'll run up to him, shouting, "Father! Alexander! Father!" And as I kind of reach him, I'd grab his shoulder.
Okay.
"Father, it's me, Alandros."
Are you trying to stop him?
Yes, I would be
Okay.
trying to stop him.
All right. Roll me a charisma check. Make it persuasion.
While he is rolling that, Callan is just looking around at all the people, the buildings around us. I just want to keep an eye out to see if anybody's watching us or if anybody's moving out of the normal robotic.
Okay. You rolled a 9 and you got a 22.
Well, it's actually a 23 because it was a 9.
Oh,
So-
okay. Because you rounded up to 10.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
just a plus 13.
It's only a
Come
plus
on.
13.
Only a
At
plus
what
13.
level?
It's
What
just a
level is
plus
everyone?
13.
What level are you?
What are we?
We're level 11.
11?
Yeah.
If I was a
Only-
rogue, it would be, I would have it in more skills, so it's not terrible. But you know,
I'm
By
gonna
defense.
tell you why it's not broken.
In their class as well.
If
yeah,
I was,
other classes are broken too.
If I was a rogue, it'd be
No, it's
way
great.
worse.
Don't need to
But
play or
no,
anything gay,
you're
brother.
You're welcome for playing a bard. You're welcome.
You're
The most
welcome. I
broken
could have made it
bard
worse.
in the game.
Yeah.
You see sort of this shock and realization come across your father's face. And he kind of goes from looking through you or looking past you to his eyes meet yours. He goes, "Alandros, my son." And you see he just gives you a hug.
I would start to cry. I'm so sorry, Father.
No,
I'm
no,
so sorry.
no, 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 no. No, what are you doing here?
We're here to save the world and a
So
friend.
you're- And so he kind of like grabs, like holds you tight, like your shoulders as he pulls back, and he says, "So you're not passed on."
No, but you are. And it's my fault that you are. You're here because of me. And I'm so sorry.
You see, sort of this attempt to mask his emotions as he sort of remembers everything that's happened. And he looks at you and he says, "No, it's not your fault." And if it was, I forgive you.
Just wish that I could have been there.
You were gone trying to make it right. I understood that. It's not up to us to hold the guilt of bad men in our own consciences. What Linus did, how he operates, it's all... He's the guilty one, not you.
Thank you. But I just... Now Mother's alone because of me, and I just hope that, I don't know, and you're in this place, and...
Out of your doing. You know how consumed I was with my work. I neglected interactions with students in order to grow the university, the status. I'm here because I chose myself over others. Because I chose success and stability over inspiration.
You've done so much for our family, for the university, for everything. How could you end up in a place like this? What hope has anyone for more?
I don't know.
I want you to know that I think about you every day, and you inspire me to be a better man, to be more than I could have been without you. I won't let the world forget who you are, who you were. Because without you and Mother, I would be in a much worse place than where I am now.
He kind of looks around at this gray, dreary place and he goes, I'm not so sure you're in the best of places, son, but I
Well,
give you a meaning.
Metaphorically speaking, because I kind of laugh as I'm still kind of crying as well.
And you see as you do that, he sort of winces, and sort of like looks at you in confusion as if he doesn't recognize you, but then like you can tell he's trying to fight it off. He's trying to break free of it. And he says, son, greater and lesser people than you or I have been remembered for their deeds. It's okay to live a life and expect nothing to come at the end of it. I've moved on. Worry about your story, not mine.
Yes. I wish there was something I could do. And I would like to, as I'm kind of, hugging him and grasping onto him and communicating, I would notice my ring that I have that has our family crest on it.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Maybe as I pull it off, maybe if you take this and wear it with you, you can, every time you look at it, maybe have some sort of remembrance in this awful place, full of forgetful cursing.
And you see he accepts your offer.
I promise that I will take care of Mother and try to live up to what you taught me.
I have
Thank
no
you.
doubts that you will.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you for letting me be your father. Of all the jobs I had in life, that was my most cherished. And you see he goes to give you a hug.
Hey, and I would kind of give him a hug and just kind of like hold on to his gray clothes just as tight as I could.
And after a while, you can tell the hug changes. You feel it begin to loosen, and you feel him begin to pull away. And oh, go ahead.
I'd kind of stop hugging him and let him go.
And you see he kind of like backs out of it, sort of looking at you with a vacant expression, and then turning his head slowly back to the line as if called. He joins the procession and continues on.
And I just whisper under my breath, "Goodbye, Father. I love you." I'd kind of just kneel down and just kind of sit there for a little bit.
After a minute, I'll go over, just kneel with him and just put my hand on his shoulder.
And as you kind of put your hand on my shoulder, I'd reach up and grab your hand, and then I'd actually go in for a hug.
I'd give
From
you
you.
a hug.
Thank you, Thalassa.
Did it help?
Yes. He was a good man. And he felt no hostility towards me, and that means more than I could say.
You are a good man too.
Thank you. I wasn't always a good man, but I learned a lot from him and from my mother as well.
Everybody has a past, but at least we have a foundation like our parents.
Yeah. I believe you're right. Thank you.
I just hug you tighter.
Why do you think it worked with your father, but it didn't work with Sophia? What was different?
Perhaps his father's conviction,
Maybe.
his will, perhaps.
I'm not sure. As I'd kind of stand up and then reach a hand to help you up, Phylias, as well.
And stand up with it.
I'm not sure.
You did actually pull him out of the line.
True.
Maybe that broke some sort of trance.
Could have. That is. Did you, Vasilis? Did you pull her from the line, or?
I don't think so. I didn't. I had a brief moment with her, but that was all. But I'm infinitely happy for you, Alandros, that you got to speak with your father.
Thank you, and I as well with your sister. As I kind of look around, I don't like this place. And I hope that we don't see any more familiar faces here.
Perhaps not here, but along the way.
Yeah, we've killed a lot of people. And or lost many members.
Not only that, but monsters, we've seen repeats now.
True. Should we continue on?
Yes.
I do have a question for you all. Alandros,
No.
your father...
Was I right?
No.
Yeah.
Your father had mentioned that it's okay to live life and pretty much expect nothing at the end. Do you guys agree with that?
Before coming down, I would say no. That I don't agree. But after seeing all of these different realms or levels, all of them seem to be dreadful.
True.
So, I don't know if that's much of a choice. I just hope that Alicia is worth fighting for, I guess.
If it's not worth fighting for, what is?
Life?
Immortality.
I just know we're here to do a job. We should do it.
Yes.
We've come
As I
this
kind of
far.
wipe away the rest of my tears.
We simply cannot give up now.
Nope, it's not an option. I'm just gonna double palm on the back of your shoulders, Alandros, and in very crude and littered with accent of common, I'm just gonna say, it's gonna be okay in Celestial.
I kind of give a chuckle and repeat in flawless Celestial. Thank you, my friend.
Picked up at least one of those words. We're gonna have to keep working on it.
We'll work on it.
We'll work on it.
All right. Lead the way.
And we're marching.
And marching.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, who is leading the way?
I will lead the way. I can do that.
All right. So this wall ends
Mm-hmm.
abruptly where they're tearing it down. Roll me a survival check.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You are able to roughly judge the direction that this wall would be if you were to continue. The wall is maintaining a relatively straight course, and while you walk, though, Callan, you do notice something peculiar in the landscape around you. As you cut through more wheat fields and pass more workers sowing and harvesting wheat,
Mm-hmm.
you see sort of like occasionally these crisscrossed patterns cutting through the wheat fields. There's no really rhyme or reason to it, but it's a very, very large cross section, a dozen feet wide, of what appears to be trampled wheat.
Is there a pattern to it in the sense of like something walking? Or is it too sporadic for that?
It what could you specify a little more the question?
Draw it.
Okay, is there... Is
it
these,
aliens?
Are these being crop circles?
He said not.
Is it
sir. He did
crop circles?
Are they speaking to a higher being that comes from the
The
heavens?
Do I see any
They're a drunk
Actually-
farmer on a tractor.
Is there any
No.
cows in the field?
No, there are large circles though, and
Are they
a
being...
priest who gave up his faith because his wife was
wow.
killed in a car accident. Yeah,
Oh,
I feel like I've seen
he's
that
fighting
somewhere.
these
A
aliens.
scary movie.
does he have like a brother who was like a
Somebody
professional like
super love
discus player or
baseball.
something?
Yeah,
Juggler.
it's
Oh,
kind of like
juggler.
discus. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But
are-
like,
Are these
Yeah, like
being
throw away
created-
Meryl, right? Like,
Yeah.
throw away. Is this aliens attacking the kid? You just like throwing a discus at
throw a
him?
discus.
Well, for those of you in the comments that know what movie we're referencing, please write it down.
Yeah. Could you imagine? I feel like a discus would hurt
Dude, it
way
would. I
more
was
than
gonna
a
say,
bat.
I
Like,
think it would work pretty well.
like
But
man,
it'd be way harder
It would be
to,
much
to do in the
Unless you're a
basement,
professional
especially.
one.
yeah.
Are these being created in a way that makes me think that it is something walking? Like, are they going in a line, or is it like one here and then one 50 feet away and then one 100 feet the other direction?
You get the sense that it is, yes, it's
Just yes.
it's caused by something traveling. Yeah, yeah.
Is
Okay,
it a large
I'm
something?
going to relay all this information to my fellow companions.
Okay.
Could it possibly be invisible, or like how big are they?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, they're like a dozen feet wide, pretty much.
Oh, is those things?
give or take.
How far away?
How big or what? The paths?
Yeah.
They're there's one that kind of goes off into the distance, and you see like it kind of loops back around and crosses over the path that you were going on, goes off in the distance in a different direction.
How wide is it though?
Yeah, like 12 feet wide.
12 feet wide.
Okay.
Yeah,
But how wide is it?
like a dozen
I'm
feet.
just kidding.
How
So is this like how many
Just for
meters?
peeing
How
friends.
many meters?
Let's go yards.
What's
okay?
the length? What's the diameter of it? Can I get
There is no
Can I get the
diameter.
radius?
There's
Did
no
you say-
radius.
Is it less than or equal to like 12 feet?
I would say it is
Left
pretty on the
alligator or
money.
right alligator?
Yeah.
Less than, more than, or equal
Like,
to?
equal size.
Okay.
Equal size.
Okay.
What about like 144 inches?
Yeah, that would also come pretty
Is that
close.
also pretty close?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep.
If I divided...
Oh my gosh.
We could do this all night.
Oh, don't
If
think
I
we
cut
won't.
it in half, times it by 8,
Times it by 8, divided it by 4.
Do I notice if there's like any distinct like footprints? Can I look for that?
Sure. Yeah.
What do-
Roll me whatever you want. Perception, I think, is what you're best
Footprint
at.
check.
So,
Check for footprints.
vibe check.
21.
I'm gonna roll a vibe check.
Yeah, there are no footprints.
Okay.
They're sort of like,
The wheat is just laid down, kind of.
yeah, it's trampled. You can tell that it's trampled, but there are no footprints. You see that there are varying depths of like pushing this wheat down into the earth, but there's no pattern to it. Like it's not like a distinct 2 feet walking, there seems to be no rhyme or reason.
Do we want to just try to avoid it? Do we want to...
What if it's one of those
I think it's something invisible.
something looking for us things?
Might be. It might be those
Phylaxia.
Phylaxi.
I think we can handle them, no
Phylaxia.
problem.
Well, we know that we can handle 2, but
Poor
for
Phylaxia.
all
up
we
here.
know,
I
that
don't know,
could
just
be a
kidding.
Congo line of Phylaxia,
Hey!
We are here to kill you.
Erebus is like, now listen.
Erebus has sent us.
You gotta go single file looking for these people. We sent out 100 of you.
This is the
Don't
most efficient way.
Sir,
trust
they
me.
defeated 1. What should we do? Send 2.
No, I think we should just continue straight, whether it crosses the path or not.
And
If we follow
hope
these
that we
paths,
don't
we
run
might
into
get
whatever's making these paths.
Yeah.
lost. We can jump to the side and
Yeah, I
hide.
think we tried to avoid them a little bit, but straight course. Alandros, you have nothing to see invisibility?
No.
We could just blow dirt everywhere we walk.
I reach down and pick up a handful of dirt. It's not a bad idea, Thalassa. It's not a bad idea at all.
Blow dirt everywhere you
Or
walk.
throw it, whatever.
I step 3 feet away from the
Because
party
it's like,
and I go. Throw some up in
Because
the
it
air.
would stick to something if it was invisible.
that's fair. If it's invisible, this is under the theory that it's invisible.
Was there anything?
Invisible aliens. Roll
Well,
me a
they-
perception
They're
check.
not invisible. They just have really good camouflage.
Probably.
A
And like
6.
this.
Yes.
Yes. Where'd you go?
A 6.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it definitely hit something. I think.
I think they're surrounding us.
So I'm brushing dirt.
I threw it up, and there was a breeze, and it just blew it all back into Alandros.
I'm pretty sure that's our friend.
Sorry about that, Alandros. He's
It's all
got
good.
tears in his eyes, just a bunch of dirt.
Dirt
dirt.
caked
You
on
just
it.
have
Dirt
mud in
tear
your eyes
trails.
now.
It's okay.
It's fine.
What if it's in the deep of the wheat?
Possibility. Could be little.
What if he made these trails because it's the only safe path?
Wait, I thought we were trying to avoid them, though.
I don't know.
Now we're trusting them.
Can we just
Lhasa,
walk?
you should really stick to the plans that you come up with.
I said go in a straight line.
Let's go in a straight line.
All right.
Follow
You're continuing forward then.
our fake wall.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. As you continue, give me just 1 second.
Great.
Oh no.
How is that ominous?
Not that we ever do this, and we've
Just
never
give me
done
1
this.
second.
But
Hold on.
maybe
I
let's
don't
change
have
our
enough
mind.
dice. Hold on 1 second. Oh yeah, there's like 10 people
Can
coming
we
after you.
undo that last minute that we just did?
What? Okay.
What
Hold
is
on.
everyone's perception, right?
What is the marching order?
I'm first. Callan's first.
I believe
Okay.
I would be
All
second.
right. Okay.
Then
I'll go third.
me.
Or Tyson.
Or-
Either one. I'd probably be hanging at the back of the pack anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, we wouldn't want Alandros to take any hit point damage.
Yeah, no. I
Oh
don't-
no.
He's not accustomed
He just
to
has
that.
the most
Yeah.
hit points
I'm
out of all.
above taking damage.
And
I
he's
don't-
out of soap,
Yeah.
and he cannot get
It's
that
true.
dirty.
Yeah, and I just got sprayed with dirt. I think that's about all I can handle.
Hey,
right now,
I
so-
need your help real quick.
Okay.
You continue on forward, and you eventually see a speck on the horizon in this sea of wheat. And as you approach, you tell that the wall picks back up and continues on its path. So, I need you to
Did you
let
blow
me
it with
know.
Dirt. It was an invisible wall. Oh, cool.
Can you?
That is
Are those
crazy.
bodies?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what the
that's
wall's made
so
of.
good.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, can you see to the left of the wall?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
It's
Oh, I
not-
mean, yes, but
not like
it's
a
just
lot,
grass.
yeah.
It's just grass.
Yeah, if you have
Okay.
anything over there, it's just grass.
Okay.
Did you put a terrain wall?
I did. Yes.
Okay.
So it should block line of sight, right?
Unless... Are we all sharing a vision token that can see the whole
Oh yeah,
map, maybe?
Mm,
there is
The
a vision
view.
token over in the corner. Yeah.
yeah, but
view.
that's just for the one. That's just for the one player. That's just for view. Hold on. Let me do this. Please forgive me while I momentarily.
So, yeah. If you haven't watched our series, you should probably do that. Go
What's-
back.
What series?
You know.
All of them.
Theros.
Theros?
What about now? Can you see over there?
Nope.
Theros.
Nope.
It is a
Good.
gray, dark, misty area now.
That's the other
Yeah.
side of the wall.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
As you walk forward, the wall is to your left as it stretches before you. And what is everybody's passive perception?
18.
20.
Like 10, I think.
12.
Okay. Thalassa and Alandros. You hear. You hear the sound of. Let me think of what sound.
Are you gonna make the sound? Make the sound.
I'm trying.
Oh, great.
You hear the sound of like for lack of a better explanation, wheat being crushed. You can hear like the sounds of wheat like brushing up against itself and being pushed to the ground.
I would just kind of pause. Look around slowly.
Yes.
Did anyone else hear that?
Yes. I did.
What do we do?
Are we currently in a wheat field?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to look around and slowly scan to see if there's any sort of like movement of like a trail being formed towards us
Gotcha.
in any
Great.
of the wheat, right?
Perfect. Roll me a perception check.
$18.
Okay. There's like a slight breeze that will occasionally go by, sort of rustling the wheat. So it's hard to tell exactly if that is or isn't the wheat being crushed, but you can gather with reasonable certainty that there's nothing towards you.
Well, I don't see anything coming towards us quickly.
And then you hear the sound. It's sort of grown a little louder as you've stopped to scan, and then it stops.
I feel as though we're being followed for sure.
I think so too.
Yes. Vasilis,
Yes.
keep an eye behind us. If you see any movement, let us know.
I can do that.
Thalassa and I, we can take the sides and Cal in the front.
I'll draw my rapiers.
Okay.
I'll keep my hand on my sword.
All right. And just as you all begin to make your way forward, bursting from the left of you, from the other side of the wall, you see a large monstrosity
Oh boy.
Good.
erupt
Oh,
out.
What the
You
freak?
see a twisting complex. Ignore what it's labeled as, but you see a twisting, writhing complex of monstrosities. You see snakes and almost like dragon heads, and they're all sort of morphing and changing almost homogeneously. But you see appearing out occasionally is like the distressed face of a humanoid, as if it's like also a part of this amalgamation of terror. So everybody roll initiative.
Oh
Oh.
yeah.
it's a tree. We need to just run.
It's not a tree.
It's a shrub. Just run.
Shrubbery!
Shouldn't leave.
it's living vegetation. We don't do that. Oh hey.
Very nice. We need to get
Okay.
Alandros to a plus 18 so that you can roll a 2 and be like, ah, dang it, I rolled a 2. Dirty 20.
Because y'all were alerted I'm not going to give it a surprise round as it bursts from
Yeah, that's
this
right.
the side of this wall.
Let's go.
Did everybody get 20 to 25? Thalassa?
I got
I got a
17.
21.
Wow, Alandros.
I'm not first.
Okay,
Do you want to go
And-
first still?
and
Absolutely.
Yeah, do you want to switch me spots?
Nope.
you can go first. Your feet says so.
What?
It just says, yeah.
You go
your
first.
the feet
I
that
can
you
always
took,
go first.
Me
the
first.
feet you took says Shay always goes first.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
it's the me first app.
Okay, 15 to 20.
I got 17.
Okay, anybody else?
I got a 15. Wait, what did you say the numbers were?
15 to 20.
15 to 20.
Okay, I got a 15.
Okay,
8.
Yours is-
all right.
Ooh, plus 3.
Yeah.
Okay, Alandros, you get to go first.
Leave me alone. I didn't take a feat that gives me a +7 to my initiative.
All right. Well,
This massive
Had I known.
creature seems to be like attempting to reach out and grab you.
What a weird thing to find in a wheat field, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
is it
know.
really? Because lots
Kinda
of
makes-
stuff happens in wheat fields.
Kind of makes sense too. It was just creeping along the ground.
Do you think the guy
Oh,
inside
yeah,
there
no wonder
is?
there's no footprints. It's
Yeah.
like mostly snakes and grossness.
Yeah.
It's not just one guy. You see, like, as this twisted form changes between like monstrous beasts and horrifying visages, there's like multiple different humanoid faces, like, seem to be popping out, and like occasionally one will like reach out like it's asking for help, but then it'll be pulled back in. Like, it just seems like a conglomerate of tortured souls.
So basically, if that
Ugh.
wall woke up with snakes and random things on it, that's what we got.
Well, we're about to
Honestly,
put some souls
The
to
vision that's
rest.
in my head is pure nightmare fuel. Like,
Yeah.
it's not good looking.
ooh. Okay. I don't like that it's right up on me. That doesn't.
Yeah.
That doesn't make
It's
me.
like the DM has learned.
I want to run away. I don't want to be right in the action. Get me out of this place.
Yeah, run away. Do it.
Well, it's hard because there are things that I want to do, but I can't do them if I do other things that I also want to do.
Yeah, it's tough.
So,
Also, this, for the sake of terrain, just exactly where this beast is, cutting straight across, there's now an opening in the wall. It's broken to bits. The wall itself is about 20 feet high. You can attempt to climb it if you want to.
how stable is the top? Is it pretty flat, or is it like? Is it literally made of like
It's
monsters, and so it's
made
like
of monsters and people.
okay, so it's like you
Yep.
break an ankle walking kind of a
Yeah,
thing.
it is statues falling on top of each other,
Okay.
which
No.
I feel like this map did a decent job.
Yeah, no,
with
these are
terrain.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the petrified
Mm-hmm.
people.
Thank
Statues.
you, Dungeon
Super
Alchemist.
creepy. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
No, I keep going back and forth. Okay, if I do a concentration, he's gonna hit me and drop my concentration, and I'm scared about that. So, okay. First things first, I'm gonna just Misty step out of here.
Smart.
Nice.
So I'm
Bonus
gonna
action?
cast. Yep. Does it not? Oh, I can't. Oh, it's
I'll move
paused.
you.
Yeah, unpause the
Oh,
game.
that's why. Okay, give me just 1 second. I'm gonna fix this wall so you can actually look past it.
Oh, you're good. While we're waiting on all of us to figure out what we're doing, make sure to like and subscribe, because if you've made it this far, you probably like what you're watching. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you doing, Jerry? Come on.
Yeah.
And
on,
if-
Jerry.
Jerry.
Just
Jerry!
subscribe already.
And if you have made it this far and you don't like what you've seen so far, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, tell us why.
Yeah.
We promise
And,
only to berate you a little bit.
And let
With
us know
love.
how
Yeah.
Yes.
And
to
kindness.
contact you.
Yeah, what's your address?
No,
Don't do that.
no, don't do
No, please
that.
don't. Be safe with your personal information on
That
on
was
the
a
internets.
Did
That
you
was
pass?
a test. If you
Not that.
you look at the comments, it's just a bunch of like people's addresses.
Oh,
Yeah.
now I gotta go beat all these people up.
All right.
It's like,
Okay.
that's it, viewer. Once an episode, Zane's going to test your computer cybersecurity literacy skills.
How safe are you with your
And then if
information?
you're not safe, you will receive a sticker. I'm just kidding.
Comment your mother's maiden name below.
What was the name of your first grade teacher?
Maybe favorite pet?
I was just gonna say that.
Your
Any
childhood
four
best friend.
digits-
Your
Any
first
4
best
digits
friends,
in
man.
your favorite order, preferably the last of your social.
No. All right, we gotta be careful.
Okay.
Here.
We're joking. This is all a joke.
That was our new
Okay.
bit. We're trying out.
It's a horrible
Okay.
bit.
Okay.
Just not
I'm gonna
getting
go
by.
this time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Misty step. 5, 10, 15,
Okay.
20, 25, 30. Back. Yeah, I'm gonna go back here.
Okay, sweet. So you Misty step out of
And-
there.
Yeah, so I Misty step out of there. And then as my action, I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery
Naturally. Okay.
because that's what I like to do.
It's a wisdom save.
Yes.
Okay. This thing's got a +1.
Good.
Oh, that was almost a natural 20. It's a 9 though.
Okay.
Okay, so has disadvantage on its next attack.
And he takes 4 psychic damage.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
You see this thing just begins to writhe in more unimaginable horror and terror. Question for you, Alandros.
Yes.
Is this a disadvantage on the next attack? But like, if he has multi-attack, is it just one of those
It is just
multi-attacks?
one.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So the
Okay.
next attack roll.
I mean, he may or may not have multi-attack. I'm just curious. Asking for a friend. Next in line, we have Thalassa.
I just want to go up and stab him with my bident.
All right. Please make an attack roll.
The most meatiest spot I can find. Preferably trying to
It's-
hit the middle.
Okay.
I got a 16 to hit.
That is a miss.
I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Yep, that's worse.
All right. You see, you have a hard time finding like a viable target. You see, as a large head of like a dragon appears to come snap at you. You go to stab it, and then it gets sucked back into this morphous form and changes into, you know, the visage of a humanoid. And so you can't seem to land a hit on it. All
Okay.
right. Is that it for you?
Yeah, because I don't want an attack of opportunity, so yeah.
All right, Vasilis, it's your turn.
This one is tricky. What would Vasilis do in this situation? I think I'm gonna rage.
Rage.
That's
Rage.
yeah. Little
Oh, don't forget, you get to add D6 now.
Yep.
One of X. First one
Yep.
that you land.
okay. So yeah. Oh, that's not very good.
Are you gonna walk up to it?
Yeah. That's what I mean. I don't have any ranged attacks, so that's about all I got.
Gotcha.
Reckless attack.
Whoa.
No.
You can make 2 attacks on your 1 attack action.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll make a reckless attack because I kind of rolled really bad. So first one is gonna be a 17.
Okay, that's a hit. Are you attacking recklessly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second one's gonna be 15.
Okay, first one hits, second one misses.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Jeez. We got 8 plus 14 plus another d6. 20. We got 25 damage.
Nice. As one of these creatures goes to like lunge out at you, you sweep your sword
28. My bad.
Okay.
Forgot to add something.
and you slice off a piece of this. And it sort of like drops to the ground and withers into like ash and dust.
Good thing it dies when it gets chopped off, though.
Or does it?
Okay.
It withered.
Sorry, just one second.
Is it making any noises?
It's screeching and screaming and wailing.
Screeching, screaming, and wailing. Okay.
Yeah.
Screeching, screaming, wailing, gnashing.
Oh
of
my.
teeth.
Okay. It is now the Typhon's turn. And
Sounds like you're saying Tyson, but just with a really
Typhon.
thick. It's a
Typhon?
Typhon's. It's Typhon's turn.
Like a little kid would say.
Yeah.
Okay. He'll take an attack at you, Vasilis.
Fun.
Because you heard it. So luckily for you, you attacked recklessly. He'll get advantage, but he has disadvantage on his first attack, so it levels out to which be this. Does a 27 hit?
Yeah.
Is he just hitting, like, melee status?
Yes.
Like just like a
Yep.
blob of
Good
whatever.
old-fashioned wallop.
Yeah.
You see
Hiya.
Wallop.
a.
Kick it.
I'll roll this for the group so everyone can see it. You take 30 damage.
Jeez.
It is piercing damage, non-magical. So you take 15 damage because you're raging.
Nice. Yep.
As several snakes and different mouths, including some like, mangled humanoid ones, come out and begin to bite you and
That's
grab at you. And at the same time, you see another humanoid pairs of hands come out to grab you and like pull you into it. And so we'll roll again.
Oh. Okay.
As a 16 hit.
What is this? Is this like just an attack or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 16 is my armor class, so we got a glancing.
Glancing? Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So you we're gonna take. Oh, hold on. This much halved and then halved again because you're raging. So you take 4 bludgeoning damage. And you are grappled.
Boy.
Did you have it twice just because of my
Yep.
resistance? Okay, so it was
Yep.
okay.
16 halved is 8, halved again is 4.
Perfect. Perfect.
So yeah, you take 4 damage.
And I'm grappled.
Yep.
There's no like save that I have to make against that. Like if he hits me, I'm just grappled.
Yeah, you can make a save. I'm going to read this straight up out of the book. One large or smaller creature hit X amount of damage, bludgeoning damage, and the target is grappled. Escape DC 19. So I don't know when you roll it. I don't know if you roll it now or on your turn. Doesn't
No,
specify.
it's probably on his turn because
Yeah.
there are some creatures where that's just how
You're
it
grappled.
is.
I was
Like,
gonna
yeah,
have
you
you
get
roll
hit
on your
and
turn.
grappled.
So, yeah.
Is it so just for the sake of like thematically and cinematically, it's like pulling me into it. Right?
Yeah. Yep. You see there's like snakes that are wrapping around like your leg and pulling you in. Like I said, like these ghoulish hands of humanoid reaching out and grabbing you all over, like trying to pull you in as you're trying to keep yourself out.
Dude, I'm picturing like Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter whenever the things are grabbing him. That's what I'm picturing right now.
It's like but instead of
like-
branches, it's
but
like
way more
flesh.
horrifying.
Hands and
Yeah. Yeah.
oh
Flesh.
my gosh.
And then you see on its other side a massive maw opens up and it's gonna take a bite out of Phylias, or at least try to. Okay, does a 19 hit you, Phylias?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you are going to take...
This is just like straight up the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like a Theros creature?
It is indeed, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I wonder what it's doing here.
Eating.
Eating us.
Just feeding on
Okay,
Lost.
you take 22...
Assimilating you.
You take
into
22 piercing
itself.
damage. And on top of that, you take 11 poison damage.
Oh my gosh. This thing's insane.
As this massive maw opens up, clamps its jaw on you, and then like dissipates.
Yummy.
And Vasilis, you see where the part that you'd cut off had like shriveled onto the ground.
Yeah.
You see a piece of it, like an appendage, like lifts up and slaps itself down where the piece fell on the ground and sort of like slinks its way back, and that piece that was on the ground is gone.
Oh, great.
It can regenerate.
Kill it with fire.
Yep.
It
Straight
is
up
your
this-
turn, Callan.
Okay.
You kill it with fire. It's your turn.
Does anybody need fire? This thing needs. It's gotta burn this thing.
Okay, first of all, I am going to move 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
25. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to move right there. I am going to cast Beacon of Hope on my
Okay.
3 compatriots.
All right. And what does that do?
then- So it gives them advantage on wisdom saving throws, death saving throws, and they regain the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Wow.
So
that's
any
awesome.
potions that anybody drinks, any healing spells that anybody gives, it does a maximum amount.
That's great.
Oh.
Okay.
And then
What does that look like as you cast it?
It's going to. I'm going to take my 2 hands and I'm going to raise them up and grab some energy and I'm going to smack my, like, hammer fist the ground, and from underneath the ground of each of them come these pillar spotlights of Nyx and that silvery white energy. Just kind
Cool.
of just going in a vortex around each of my friends.
Yeah.
And then I am going to
Run away! I'm just
run
kidding.
away.
Is that an option? Are we allowed to do that in this game?
Yes, but we never do.
You've done it
Oh, is
all the
that-
time.
Sorry, 1 second. I did
Every
not-
tree.
Okay, so that-
Only shrubbery.
That's right. This is not. I've made it clear. This is not a plant.
Yeah. You literally specify, I promise, guys, this is not a plant. Please don't
Please
run away.
don't run away. And then I proceed to TPK you.
Yeah. That's why we run away from plants.
They just can't be trusted. Honestly.
That's why the plant ran away from you.
Yeah. It's just like living shrubs and trees and things. Like, it's just not normal.
Can't handle
We
it.
just, yeah, it's too much.
Living,
Yeah.
living
think that's it.
plants. Okay.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Living
Alright.
plants.
If a shambling mound ever shows up, we're out of
Out
here.
of here. Okay. It is now your turn, Alandros.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna try out a new one.
Hey, I dig it.
See if it's any good. And it sets us up for some good stuff. Okay. I'm going to kind of focus all of my energy into my frontal lobe, my
Okay.
forehead. And then I'm going to make a symbol in front and blast my hands out, and with it goes a very, very hot beam of psychic energy that's going to launch at this thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to need it to roll an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, it is not very smart.
I was
Minus
hoping
2.
so.
Heck yeah.
I'll roll it for the class. Oh, that's a 16. You are so lucky. That's a minus.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Which spell is this?
It's, if I can pronounce it right, Rolothim's Psychic Lance? Rolothim's? It's from Fizzbands.
Mm.
Okay. And it's going to take, oh my goodness, look at those ones. 18 psychic damage
Oof. Okay.
and is going to be incapacitated
Ah.
until the start of my next turn.
Okay. 18, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
That was like 4 ones. I rolled 7d6 and like over
Whoa.
half of them were ones.
Dang.
Yeah.
Should have raged.
I know.
Oh, wait, no,
wish
I don't
could
get to
reroll ones.
I don't get to reroll
All
that
right.
for it's something else.
Okay. So you. What is it like? Is it like a letter? This bolt that shoots out.
It kind of
Yeah.
so on its I mean, it would be on its head. I don't know if this thing has an actual head, but wherever its consciousness is, like
Mhm.
just surrounding it, you see kind of a flashing, glowing symbols of both Ifara
Mm-hmm.
and oh my gosh, I just lost his name.
Perfus.
Perforus, yes.
Nice.
So you kind of see
Great.
like, yeah, kind of flashing symbols of them as it's literally just holding it there, as its consciousness is kind of locked into place.
Okay. All right. Thalassa, it's your turn.
I want to put a searing smite on my Bident.
Okay.
And try to get him again.
Here we go.
Great.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes, it does.
I'm gonna try to do it twice, by the way.
That's
Dang,
great.
23.
I think a Searing Smite only lasts if you make a hit. It doesn't last for a minute.
It.
It's till you hit.
Yeah.
So it's just this next hit.
Yeah. So only add the Searing Smite damage to this next hit, but then the next hit you do will just be normal.
Yep.
Okay, this one.
Unless you
is
smite, normally smite.
21
Right?
There.
to hit.
Okay. Yes, the next hit is a 21. Next hit hits. Both hits hit. So you have the Searing Smite. Don't forget to take your fire damage. And if you would like to regular smite this next time, you can.
I thought the Searing Smite was the one where the fire lingers and it takes like a D6 or a D4 damage after every. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It does
okay.
additional damage when you hit it, and then every turn.
Yeah, and then every turn after for however long.
It's 18 plus 6.
24.
24 is the second one. That's the fire damage one.
Okay. Okay.
It's 6 points of fire damage, 18 points of cold damage.
Great.
Yep.
Yep.
And then what about the
amount
second
of
hit?
damage.
It was 12 or was 18.
What was your first one?
The first one was the
24.
24. Now the
Okay.
second one's 18.
So
It
18
was
more
just-
points?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
It was just weird that you said 18 and it was 18. I was like, what?
So
How'd you know
30,
that?
no, 42 damage total?
Mhm.
That's crazy.
And then
There we go.
was he still being attacked? Yeah.
Yeah, Vasilis is still in the clutches. 'Cause
And then
the
it's-
incapacitated condition just means that it can't take an action or a reaction.
Um,
And then for a bonus action, can't I use my ensnaring strike?
That's
Searing
not
Smite
this
is a
turn.
bonus action.
Yeah, Searing Smite's a bonus action.
No, I'm talking about ensnaring strike.
Right, but you've already used a bonus action this turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Got
Yeah.
you. I'm good then.
Okay. All right, you raise
turn.
your trident in the air, and you see this like mirage that comes off the trident from like the heat, the same way it would warp the water around thermal vents underneath the ocean. And you stab it into this creature, and you hear a hissing as you sink it into the flesh. And then you see, after the hissing, this cold begins to spread from the spot. Sort of this duality of heat and extreme cold. And then you strike it again, and it screams in pain as it's struggling to move.
It's icy hot,
Okay.
man.
Vasilis, it is the start of your turn. Before you...
Does this thing have legendary actions?
This thing does not.
Oh. Made me nervous.
Before you make your save, you are going to take... Um, 23 bludgeoning damage, halved down to 11.
Wait, is it his turn? The monster's
It's
turn?
Vasilis' turn. Nope, Vasilis' turn.
Oh, okay.
what am I taking damage
Vasilis,
for?
you're restrained. I'm gonna read this. Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained. Takes 3d6 plus 7 bludgeoning damage at the start of each of its turns.
Kind of like as it's like squeezing or something.
Yeah. Yep.
I was really hoping it being incapacitated would help me a little bit, but it's not.
You can roll your save to see if you are not restrained.
Right, but I was going to be able to do that anyway.
But at least it's not going to hit you
This is not gonna hit you anymore.
True.
for
True.
now.
What kind of save is it?
Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
You got this.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a 20, man.
16.
Okay. Roll this group. He's got a +7
Wait,
strength.
Actually, hold on. I'm
oh,
raging.
that's just a 7. Hold on.
Didn't you say that it was a DC 19?
Oh, duh. That's not competitive. Right. Yes, it is a DC 19. Thank you, Tyson, for keeping me straight.
Yeah, I got you.
Hold on. I get to roll with advantage because I'm raging. I forgot.
Okay, roll again. Yep. Thank you, Barbarian.
Yeah. Okay.
What'd you
We
get?
got a 21.
Nice.
There we go.
Okay. So at first, you think you're not able to break free from the fleshy grasp of this creature, but then remembering your sister, where you're at, sort of the hopelessness of the underworld, you push forward and push your rage even further and break free. All right. You still have the rest of your turn.
Heck yeah. Okay.
It wasn't clear, so I'm going to have you roll at the beginning of your turn. And then if you fail, you just lose your turn. But if you pass, you get out.
I hate being so close to this thing because I feel like it's just gonna keep.
Can't take reactions.
Yeah, might as well. So Vasilis is gonna he's gonna locate the spot wherever when Tyson cast like his like mind lance thing or
Mhm.
whatever. Remember how you said like it goes to whatever its essence was, like wherever that was, and he's gonna look for this spot and he's gonna stab into it and twist.
Okay.
All right. First one's gonna be a 16. Second one's gonna be 15.
Okay. Both of them miss. So as you are attempting to locate this area that would be this creature's mind, it's difficult to pin down because it almost seems like there's this collective consciousness that as the beast molds into something different, sort of the aura from the spell attaches to that spot, and then it changes.
How many times can I recklessly attack? I don't know why I didn't think
As
about
much
that
as you
before.
want.
I should have done that. Oh well. Because it can't anyway. Alright. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to actually run away while it can't take any actions, right? Yeah.
You can just use your regular action to run away. Your
I already
normal
used- I already-
movement.
Oh, my movement. You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna and then I'm just gonna kind of take a probably we're gonna say 20 feet back.
Okay. Which direction?
Actually, who else is? I don't want to leave everybody high and dry. I'm taking quite a bit of
Ross
damage.
is the other one right next to it. You have Callan to your right, about 20 feet away, and then Alandros slinging spells from the rear.
It's really weird because I feel like tactically it's a good idea, but like role play wise, I know I'm definitely just leaving Thalassa high and dry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
She's alright, I got her.
We're
Okay,
good.
cool. I'll take 15 feet back. 5, 10.
How could you? I'm just kidding.
Callan looks over. He's like, traitor.
No, guys,
I
no.
need the ring back.
Hey, Callan, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to move
So,
5,
real quick,
10.
sorry. For some reason, I'm connected to the view, and the
Okay.
view is now off the board, and I can no longer see anything. And if I try to move the view, it wants to move me as well.
Hold on. That's weird.
Oh yeah, I can't see anything either.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Here, I'm just gonna do this real quick for you guys. Just 1 second.
Thalassa and I are good, just so you know.
Yeah. Can you see Alandros?
I'm on the board, but I cannot see anything.
Okay.
I can see everything but myself now.
This is why technology's great.
Yes.
Right.
No, honestly, it all has its pros and cons.
Vasilis, can you see yourself?
I can see now. I can see only myself.
I'm curious now that quarantine and everything is like not a thing. How many of you watching this play in person or online?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I'm actually very curious as to which, like, if it's still as popular as it was, or if it's kind of died down and people have
How
gone
about
back
now,
to
Vasilis?
tables.
I can. Yep. I can see everything now.
For some reason, you had 0 view.
We're all good.
How about now, Alandros?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Great.
We're good.
Thank you.
You climbing up onto the wall, Callan?
No.
Isn't there like an
Isn't
opening?
this the gap?
The gap is directly behind it. Yeah.
Okay, so then I would,
It's the 2 spaces right behind
instead
it.
of
So,
going there, I would come
yeah.
right there.
And is your vision black and white?
Yeah,
It goes in and out.
it goes in and out. Every
It's
time I
fine.
click on my character, it goes
Really?
black and white, and then every time I unclick from it, it's colorful.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
fine.
It's all good.
Because
So
you have dark vision on.
moving here, I would like to have run up to Thalassa. I want to throw
Okay.
out my hand, cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on her.
Don't I get full because of your thingy?
Yeah, you will heal 19 hit points.
Nice.
Wow.
And then I want to bonus action hide and try and sneak around this thing
Okay.
as much as you can hide from a multi.
Undulating.
So are you hiding like amongst the rubble of the space behind it,
Yeah,
basically?
I would like to have
Okay.
just kind of like use the Cure Wounds to try and get its attention, and by the time it's
Mhm.
over, I'm already gone. I rolled a 25 on my stealth.
All right. Thalassa, please roll me a d6 for the searing smite damage, or however much it is.
It's a d6.
Okay.
5.
Nice.
Sweet. All right. Okay, is that it for you, Callan?
Yep, that's my turn.
All right, Alandros, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna also try another new thing that I'm excited to use.
Great.
So, with my new found like focus on creation
Mm-hmm.
with my gods that I have in their powers pulsing through me. I've also learned some secrets of destruction as well.
Yeah.
So I'd like to tap into the inner workings of what the opposite of creation is and kind of focus on that until that power kind of fills me up, and then I'm going to use it to shoot this blast at this thing.
Okay.
And I am going to use a bardic to
All right.
subtract from its next saving throw.
You can do that as a bonus, right?
That's legit.
Yes.
Dude,
Okay.
you're like gnarly.
So he gets. Come on.
Kame,
-6.
Okay, he gets a -6.
Wow.
And I'm going to need him to roll a dexterity savings throw as
Okay.
I cast disintegrate on it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Great.
Yo,
His
you
dex is gonna be like
man.
awesome. Though.
Okay. I mean, there's no way it can pass. Yeah, it rolls a 2 -6. So
Let's
4.
go. Wait, a
Oh
2
my
minus
God.
In the
6?
negatives?
A
That's
-4? That's the
crazy.
lowest I've ever heard of.
Same. That's crazy.
Hey.
And this song is called Legends of Magic.
One sec. All right. This thing.
Oh wow.
82 force damage.
What?
It's 10d6 plus
Wow.
40.
That's
Holy
crazy.
crap. That is awesome.
All right. You see as it breaks free of your spell, and you see its arms are going out to reach for Thalassa while its maw turns around to take a bite out of Callan, who's scrambled up this wall behind it. You think about what it means to hold this spirit of creation, this spirit of Perforus in you. And you think of what it takes to create, because creation requires, in a lot of instances, destruction. And sort of envisioning these pieces of metal in a hot crucible beginning to slowly melt and change into something different. This force gathers in you and shoots the beast and hits it. And you see, just as metal would melt in a crucible, this being begins to slowly pool and bubble down and disappear into nothing more than ash as you disintegrate it.
That's awesome.
That was pretty awesome.
That's freaking sick.
Okay, so it's ashy now.
It's ashy, but it doesn't like coalesce. It like blows away.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I'm gonna poke
Like
my
a Thanos snap.
I was gonna
my
say
head
yes.
up out of the rubble.
Yeah.
Have you always been able to do that?
No, that is
That was
quite
awesome.
a new discovery, actually.
That was phenomenal.
You just discovered it just now? Like, just on accident?
Yes, well, I've been toying with it for the last little bit and wondering what could happen, and it just kind of came over me. I don't know how much I can do it, but it is quite effective.
I am gonna be honest. A little bit unsettling that in your free time you just toy with ideas such as
Disintegrating people?
evaporation of creatures. But I'm not mad.
Well, you know, it was more the concept of creation and the opposite of creation, and you know how
Mm-hmm.
to make an omelet you have to break some eggs, and sometimes you have to destroy things to bring it up, and you know, it was
Yeah.
all philosophical.
Along
It
with
was-
Yeah,
I
philosophical.
100% understand your perspective. I think we should look into therapy for you.
I think we
When
all
we get
need
back.
therapy at this point.
Probably. I just think there's beginning to be a hierarchy of priorities.
Look, he saved our butts. That's all that matters. Let's carry on.
I thought it was the most glorious thing I've ever seen.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
It was certainly nice.
How did it feel?
I will say it was Quite the rush.
Did you mutter any phrase when you said it? I thought I heard you say like abracadabra or something like that.
Yeah, there's something like that.
You just mumbled it ever so quietly. I didn't quite catch it.
Avada something.
We'll have to work on it. We'll have to work on the branding.
Yes.
How long have we been traveling as of this day?
Most of the day.
Feels like it's been a long time since we slept.
It has. It's been several hours. There's no really night here.
Yeah.
It's all sort of this midday, kind of too bright time frame. But it's been like 12 or 14
since
hours.
we got in here,
just,
right?
Mm-hmm.
We took like I think our last long rest was on the boat.
Yeah.
Yep.
We should probably sleep. Is anybody opposed to that?
No, I think that sounds great.
I need one.
A little recharge might not hurt.
Right?
Alandros,
Are you?
Can you set up the little cube?
Yes.
Another question.
Inconspicuously, please.
Can you make it dark on the inside?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Because that would be very welcome.
Is it Mordekainen's private sanctum?
Yes.
Oh, look at that right there. It says there's a sun blocking mode. Sleep mode.
Put it on snooze.
It says that it can create the inability to look inside.
Yeah, the warded area appears dark and foggy, preventing vision. So,
Yes.
I'd say that could give you guys some shade.
Sweet.
Nice.
Should I get that started here, or do we want to move away from the hole that this thing created, or what?
I kind of like it right here in case something does come. There's a hole in this wall that we can
Move, like,
yeah,
go through if needed?
escape through. Otherwise, we're gonna have to climb over.
All right, that sounds fair to me. I will begin. And I kind of go around and kind of do my little thing. I use prestidigitation to kind of create like a thing of smoke that I use on my fingers as I'm kind of walking around, making these symbols and shapes as I'm creating this sanctum for us.
You're saging us.
Yes.
And yeah, you see the smoke as it rises, sort of looks like it's hitting the inside of like a dome or a dish. And as it does, creates this slightly shaded area from the harsh midday sunlight, dark enough to where you could sleep
That's so
reasonably
cool.
comfortably.
And as this comes up around us, I want to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay,
But I want all of them to just look like tiny little stars.
great.
And just for flavor, if you'll allow it, I would like to like send them out and around the space just to kind of give it a Nick Sky feel to it.
Absolutely, yes, you can.
That is so cool.
That
Somebody
is
just
so
be
cool.
walking
And-
around. This looks inconspicuous, but wait, what are all these stars?
Nobody died because I just wasted my last 3rd level spell on that, so...
We're sleeping.
So this
we're good.
really, really cool place for you to sleep is really noticeable. So
That's fine.
10 Phylax. No, just kidding. Okay. Yeah, and you're able to sort of create, as best as you magically can, a reproduction of the Nyx sky, as you would see it in the accompanied by this sort of stormy backdrop made by Alandros.
That sounds cozy.
Then I would like to add to it
Ooh.
and kind of
Oh,
do. I want to do some prestidigitation and make like sounds of like crickets chirping and the smell of like just like a summer night.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that like just things are growing, fresh
grass.
dirt, cut grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like those, just the nice smells.
Absolutely. As you make camp in this mysteriously inconspicuous space, it remarkably resembles Theros on a summer's night.
I love it.
It's so
And this dream is, or this song is called Dreams of Elysium.
Oh, are you picking these, or are these just like happening?
Just happening.
Oh my goodness.
Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, the next one is you'll never achieve finding Adelphos. That feels oddly specific.
Oh, that was
Wow.
really specific.
Says,
Great.
turn
Are you
back
guys
now.
Yeah, next
Are
one
you
says give up.
setting up a watch? How are you going to be spending this night?
I think we should. I can take the
Yeah.
first
What's your
watch.
guardians thing do? Just look cool?
They do damage and stuff to other creatures, but
Just looks
it
sick.
only lasts 10 minutes too, but
Yeah.
for flavor, maybe they stick around a little longer, but don't do damage.
Right.
I could take first
Yeah.
watch if you all want to get some rest.
Thank you. It's much appreciated. Wake me when you're ready.
Will do.
Is this a short rest?
That's a long rest. I
Long
think,
It's a
right?
long rest.
Yeah.
Thank
Yes.
goodness.
Yeah,
No.
we need it. We're probably pushing
Hey.
exhaustion pretty soon. So
Everybody tucks in for the night except for Callan, who stays up. Is there anything you doing specifically, Callan?
I just want to find a little bit of a raised spot on this wall
Okay.
and find somewhere that I can sit and meditate.
Okay. How are you meditating?
I'm closing my eyes, but instead of trying to have the absence of thought, I want to focus on the sounds and smells that are around me
Okay.
and really try to enhance my other senses, essentially.
All right. Roll me a religion check. Advantage.
With advantage?
Mhm. You set up the perfect white noise machine for this, so it's like
16.
okay. Kellen, as you
Yes.
begin to meditate, breathing deeply, the smells of the earth, and the sounds of the insects, and the night breeze blowing, feeling the connection with Nyx above you, even though you know it's fabricated. You sort of feel taken away, and as you fall deep into meditation. And as you open your eyes and look around, You see that you're not in the mysteriously inconspicuous cube anymore. As you're sitting cross-legged, you appear to be sitting on the ground in a field. A forest nearby provides the sound of animals in the nighttime, and you do see the next sky above the next sky
Mm-hmm.
that exists in Theros.
Can I see my body?
Mm-hmm.
That's peculiar. I'm going to take my hand and just kind of wave it through some of the grass next to me. Can I feel
You can, but it feels distant.
it?
It almost feels like you're wearing a glove while you're touching it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. I'm going to stand up.
As you stand up, originally hidden from your, as you sitting near the top of a small hill, you see encamped below the lights of thousands of soldiers in tents. You see a village not far off, or what was once a village that lies only embers. And you recognize this army. This is the army that Theseus had led to the foot of volcano.
Can I try something different?
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and take a step just into the air?
Sure. What are you trying to achieve through that?
I want to see if in this state I have the capability to push beyond physical limits.
Roll me
Not in the sense of trying to like warp the reality
Yeah.
around me.
No, I understand. Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask something a little different of you. Roll me a Constitution check.
21.
Okay. As you focus on your ability to control yourself in this, you begin to lift off the ground a bit. Not unlike coming to your senses in a lucid dream, realizing you're able to sort of be autonomous in that situation.
That's very peculiar.
And you hear from behind you someone say, "Yes, it is." And you recognize the voice as Theseus.
I'll turn around very quickly.
You see his back is to you and he's staring into the forest. You see his arms are at his side, and his right arm, which you witnessed him cutting off, now gleams in a brilliant metallic sheen. He says, "You know, at first I wasn't sure. I thought maybe I was imagining things. But here we are, as he turns around to look at you.
Does he look directly at me?
Mm-hmm.
You can see me.
I can.
I like your new hand.
As he sort of lifts up this bronze hand that glows with a very faint light, a familiar blue hue that you recognize from devices used in Atlantis. He sort of plays with his fingers of it, and he goes, well, I would prefer the original, but this does seem like a decent replacement. Good use of that silly crystal we got in the ocean.
I never knew you were such a tinkerer.
Oh, I'm not. I thought you would recognize a god's work. But I guess gods aren't as fantastical as we made them out to be.
Does that include Mojus?
Hmm. So what is it? Are you practicing some new magic, worshipping another new god?
I'm actually on my 4th right now.
Seems fitting.
Yes.
Don't worry, there won't be many left.
I suppose that's your opinion. You're entitled to it. I don't actually know why I'm here. And I don't know why I keep getting brought to you.
I don't either.
Is this the present moment?
For me, I believe.
Interesting. And where is here? As I kind of glance around. And I'll come down so that I'm standing.
He kind of nods and he goes, ah, yes. Well, as he points to the woods behind him, he goes, this is the way to hold on. Give me 1 second.
Hey, Tyson, what's the place called that we're in the underworld? Do you guys remember?
Phylias.
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 Okay. He goes, well, I thought it would be familiar to you. This is the road to Setessa and the Scola Vale beyond it.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, way back. It's been years. You're here with a few more friends than you were the last time.
Yes, and perhaps now we'll actually do some good.
I suppose you might. So what is your goal? Kill all the gods? Rule the world? Free humanity and creature alike?
You know, I've always wondered, Callan, how much stock you really put into the gods. Because if my memory serves me, before I started gathering these pieces of armor, you were the one that offered me for it.
Your memory's correct. And I don't know how I feel about all of them yet. Still got a few more to meet. But two in particular. I've taken a liking to.
Well, there's still time. Time for you to realize how foolish all of it is.
Theseus, that day is coming past. You know, it was very shortly after our conversation on the boat when our journeys began to take very different trajectories. And
Well,
for what it's worth, I am sorry how we pushed you away at the end. I'm sorry that we didn't give you the support and the love that you needed.
there's really only one thing anyone needs in this world, and that's power. And that's exactly what I aim to give back to the mortals here. Why live a life as a pawn when everyone could be a king or queen? Do give my regards to Adelphos. Let him know it wasn't personal. It was for him, too.
You'll be able to tell him yourself.
You're right. I'll have to make a trip to the underworld to kill Erebus sometime.
That you will.
Until then, Callan, just know that you were once my closest friend, and you could still be it.
And likewise, you still are one of my closest friends. And I just want you to know that no matter how hard you try to resist it, to run away, to beat us, we're gonna save you. And there's nothing that you can do about it.
We'll see.
That we will, old friend.
And as he turns towards the forest, you see sort of images flashing between what you're seeing in real time. But you see him standing, staring into the forest, and then it cuts to the forest on fire, and a wounded goddess lying at the feet of Theseus, standing over her with a blood-soaked sword. And then it cuts back to him standing in front of the forest. And he says, "We'll see, Callan, we'll see." And then it cuts like boom, 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 until you snap out of it, come out of your meditation. Back in the underworld.
Wow. Do I know how long it's been?
Yeah, it feels like seconds almost.
Getting any more used to that.
And you see that the symbol of Clothis on your other hand is glowing.
I'll just
And-
look at it. What do you want? What am I to do?
And as you posit that question to an entity you're not sure is even around anymore, you gain some comfort of feeling that you're safe here among your friends. And that is where we will end this session.
Oh man.
I
What
wanted to
a
reach out and just
session.
try and secretly touch him to see if I could influence, like. But I bet it would have been the same.
Oh boy.
What an interesting exchange. That's all I have to say about that.
Ow.
Oh my gosh.
Are
What
you
it,
seeing possible destinies now?
Yeah.
Like you got Clothis's possible destiny
Dude, I
powers?
don't know. I'm literally as in the dark as the rest of you.
That's why it flashed to that and
I
flashed
have
back.
no
and
idea.
then
Yeah. I think
I think
do
you have
see-
the ability to become a timeless being. Essentially is what I'm thinking.
Wow.
Where you can kind of peer through things
That's so crazy.
throughout time.
I'm gonna get so
Right?
rich.
I'm gonna have so many orphans.
oh yeah.
That's how he won the race in the
Professor!
races.
Yeah, that's
Professor-
how he did it. He literally
Everybody's gonna call
Yes.
me Professor C. I'm gonna shave my head and go bald and get a wheelchair. I'm gonna go find
Yeah.
more orphans. Hold on.
No, you're gonna just ride around in a chariot all the time.
Just being the X-Men of
Oh my gosh.
Oh well.
It's gonna be the K girls.
Join us.
Hey girls.
Join
Clothis.
us. Well,
awesome.
join us next week to see what will come of this all. And as always, go check out Theros Season 1 if you haven't already. If you have pressure of all the things up to this moment, anywhere podcasts can be found. Also, don't forget to check out our first season of Strahd, DM'd by Tyson. Second season to be coming out in the near future. And of course, all of the various one-shots that we have played this entire time, some of the best times that we've had. Alien to Harry Potter to Santa Claus
Yes.
and everything in between. And please, don't ever forget that we love you.
Bye.
This week.
Do the
Hold
thing.
Still recording.
Not doing the thing.
There we go.
What's the hand, Jefferson?
We're coming back. We're coming back. Yay! We
Yeah.
got it. Goodbye.
I thought it was something.